It's easy to forget sometimes just how big the Hytale trailer was. Considering 2.5 years on, that 57 million views doesn't really reflect in the Google Trend data. Hype of course does naturally die down as we know, especially when release is yet to be announced, but that doesn't mean people have forgotten the game. So to prove just that, I've spent the last week donating to some of the biggest Twitch streamers on the platform, asking them to check out the Hytale trailer, spreading the word, or generally reminding those who were once excited about the game. I got a whole host of responses too, and later on I want to recap all the other huge creators out there that are still planning to make content on Hytale or have even seen the game be played. Welcome back to Kweebec Corner. My name is Connor and today we donate to big Twitch streamers, hopefully proving by the end of this video that people are aware, no one has forgotten, and everyone is waiting for Hytale. A lot of people recently have been talking of Hytale's seemingly slowing momentum. The hype is dying is a term I've seen several times expressed on the Reddit, but I think it's often not realized just how many creators are excited for this game, despite not always uploading videos like I do. First up, Fundy. This incredibly foxy Minecraft play-in Dream SMP member appeared on my radar when I viewed one of his streams a couple of months ago, and heard none other than the Hytale OST playing in the background. I think it was Traveling Band or something like that, and it instantly caught my attention, so I waited for the right moment to ask. Skip like genuinely 6 months ahead, and I finally got some free time and noticed Fundy starting up a stream. TTS donos are on, so I go in the best way I know how. Inviting him onto the Hytale log, of course.
There's an invite to my Hytale talk show with your name on it. Keep it up, dude.
Hytale talk show? I don't know what. DM me on Twitter.
Success! Fundy! I DM'd you, like you said, I've DM'd you like 10 times now, so you should totally reply, do a reply, and come on the show. It would be very interesting for sure. We can talk about all sorts of cool stuff. Next target was one of my personal favorite streamers, Summit1G. Now, I know what you're thinking, Summit's an FPS kind of guy. Battle royales, high poly survival games, I get that. But he also played Sea of Thieves, and has a general interest in the gaming industry and MMORPGs, for example. The big titles coming next, he's always out to get ahead of the curve by spotting the next big game. So it made absolute sense to me to tweet asking if he'd ever checked Hytale out. To my surprise, he liked the tweet. But I needed more, and he was going live in about 2 hours from then. So I waited, and once the stream was up, I gave him a little bump to see if he'd ever heard of the game.
I mentioned Hytale to you on Twitter because it's hype. Love your streams, keep it up, and watching the Sea of Thieves. Hey, thanks so much, man. I appreciate it. And yeah, I did see that. I liked it because I remember looking at that game before it was released and wanting to try it out, and you reminded me. So it's definitely a plausibility. Thank you, my friend.
Much to my surprise, even 1G has checked out the trailer way back when. He's hyped for it just like we all are, and even intends on playing the game, on giving it a chance. Summit1G, the Hytale streamer. I can see it now. Now from some of the most recent streamers right back in time. As you guys know, I was a huge fan of the Yogscast stuff back in the day, and with Simon Honeydew regularly streaming on Twitch in the mornings, often constructing his dwarven home of, dwarf home? I figured what a better chance than any to thank one of the original Minecraft YouTubers, a legend in his own right, half of the Yogscast duo for being such a great entertainer, while also subtly reminding him of Hytale via my username. Of course, though, he thought a Kweebec was Quebec, like Canada, mostly because at the time we were talking about national anthems.
Thank you. Oh, a Kweebec from Hytale. Oh. So you're not actually Quebecois. Oh, this is the real Danish anthem. Thank you, Kweebec. Love your work. Buy some Jaffas. Thank you, I will. I mean, I've got to get through these. I got M&S chocolate biscuits to get through first.
Glad to see he finally came to his senses though and realized that they were from Hytale. Regardless, with him being in the trailer, it makes sense that the game is hanging around his mind. I have no doubt that we will see some Yogscast Hytale content in the future. Then it was time for the big man himself, TommyInnit. Reaching record numbers of concurrent viewers, I figured this was probably the most unlikely shot in the dark I was ever going to take. But with him starting up a stream alongside Jack Manifold and taking questions, I plunged into the donos and sent a TTS. Just, you know, reminding Tommy of Hytale's existence, and simultaneously advertising the game to over 260,000 live concurrent viewers. You're welcome, Hypixel Studios, for the free marketing. Roll the clip.
You're wrong. Yeah, I am Hytale, man.
Short but sweet, I wasn't going to dare attempt another dono with the amount of people pouring in. This was gold. With the subliminal message implanted into over 250,000 viewers' minds, I have successfully secured the future of the Hytale algorithm. XQC is one of, if not the biggest Twitch streamers on Twitch. His reactions to memes, global events, and gameplay, along with his boisterous nature and over-the-top charisma, have garnered him millions of loyal fans, and that's not even mentioning that he was a professional Overwatch player. Point is, XQC knows games, and he has taste, so I just wanted to run the idea by him, although if Summit1G had, it's likely he may have seen the game as well.
Check out the Hytale trailer if you get time. Love your content.
So was this chat Lazadil? Have we seen this before?
Husband and wife and their 3.
It was actually so difficult getting this TTS to play. Between each video he reacted to, there was only space for like 2 TTS messages. The rest got completely muted and it was all about timing. Luckily, through watching Twitch for over 8 years, humble brag, I kinda have a good sense of when to donate. Of course, after several attempts, my dono did play.
You gonna play Hytale Poggers?
And XQC completely ignored it as he was distracted by a video. That's cool, he may have even heard it and chosen not to respond. That's his prerogative. I genuinely wasn't actually expecting much of a reaction from him anyway because most TTS messages do get skipped, but something just didn't feel right. At the time he was looking for trailers to react to. I suggested one, he clearly heard and ignored it. To me, that says he's seen it already, so I did some digging. I'm not going crazy, I promise, hear me out. But I found tweets from as far back as 2018 claiming XQC had the trailer lined up on his stream. I then searched a backlog of YouTube videos with help from Discord members to discover that X did actually react to the trailer on the 13th of December 2018, the day it came out. And after all of that, even after finding a playlist with every single VOD from XQC's streams, labeled day by day, even the ones removed during all the DMCA deletions, after finally finding the exact day, time, stream, and video, it was blocked in all countries. I asked the guy on Twitter if he remembered whether XQC liked the trailer or not. He didn't remember. I tried to message the owner of the VOD's channel to see if he still had a copy of the video. No reply. Feeling defeated at the bottom of an abyss I'd crawled down myself, I gave up. Maybe one of you guys can find that reaction, or even ask XQC what his thoughts were, explaining that his old ones were deleted. For now, it remains to be seen. And yes, this was a totally unnecessarily dramatic story in part of the video. I love a good tale. So they were all the creators I personally reached out to or had an interaction with over the last couple of weeks. But that isn't all, not by a long shot. There's so many creators who have either mentioned the game, tweeted about it, or have expressed excitement in some form or other. We're talking the biggest streamers, creators, influencers in general. Now, we should probably start with the obvious, those who have actually made content covering the game's development or trailer. Longtime Minecraft legends such as Captain Sparkles, AntVenom, and DanTDM have all been a part of this. Popular member of The Hermit, Xizuma Void, even covered Hytale blog posts on his second channel, and has likely informed creators such as Mumbo Jumbo and Grian. I can say on good faith that many who were once part of Team Crafted also have their eyes on Hytale, and even one of Terraria's biggest creators, Chippy Gaming, has made a video on his excitement. There are even more creators who have got to take a step further. Noxy actually showed them a working demo of the game or allowed them to play it. As far as I'm aware, there are quite a few people on this list, but most have never really spoken about it publicly. Those who have are Simon's other half of the entertainment duo, Lewis Brinkley, at one point claiming the Yogs even wanted to invest in Hytale.
We've already got all the investment we need.
Stampy Longnose got a nice look at the game from this clip.
Well, I've actually technically played it already.
And in the Littlewood revealed in his Hytale log interview that Noxy showed he and some of his friends the demo too at a convention.
And that was literally a case of Noxy was at the convention and went, hey, come to my hotel room, guys. I've got something to show you. And I was like, that sounds sus. But
considering this was over 3 or 4 years ago, back when there was only a tiny little demo available, and having played it and spoken great things, we can assume that everyone mentioned above will be making content on this game. Beyond all of that, would you believe it, we still have some of the biggest creators to go. Of course, 30virus, a good friend of the Hytale community, is doing really well right now on his main channel. And being such a huge fan of Hytale, we know that he'll be covering the game. In fact, he said on multiple occasions that he is literally surviving until Hytale, likely also influencing a few of the Skyblock creators to jump over too. FitMC in his collab on this very channel mentioned that he would definitely be hopping over to check it out.
A lot of Anarchy Minecraft players will make the jump to at least check things out. I mean, I know I'll be one of them, so yeah.
And of course, we all know Technoblade, lover of Hypixel, having an adoration for this game just as strong as we do. He's been following Hytale and their accounts for a long time, made a video explaining his hype, commented on several of the OST pieces. Techno may have even potentially seen or played the game. I mean, he's a PvP expert and they need good playtesters. Nothing's been confirmed, of course, but maybe that's the reason Techno doesn't really talk about Hytale as much anymore. Last but not least, we know that MrBeast himself, upcoming king of YouTube, likely to be the first billionaire creator, has his sights set on Hytale, especially after the Riot acquisition announcement, which he reacted to on Twitter. We have to remember that Jimmy was a fan of Minecraft, and with his gaming channel, could end up providing Hytale massive worldwide exposure. It's insane when you think about just how many huge creators have their eyes set on the game already. And these are just the ones I'm recollecting off the top of my head. There were so many shown in the Hytale 2020 Rewind, and many who have probably never even mentioned their hype. Waiting, watching, expecting. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure to share it around, like, and comment. If you do all three, then YouTube takes that into consideration way more for the algorithm than if you were to do just one. I know it's a little extra work, but hey, this video took a little longer to make because of all the donos, so let's make a deal. If you want to chat with over 3,500 Hytale enthusiasts such as yourself, then you can join the Kweebec Corner Discord server linked down below. We've also got a fan art and creative writing competition going on right now with cash prizes. You can get 50k merch at kweekwee.com. Thank you to channel members for all of their support. Continue smiling. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and thanks as always for watching Kweebec Corner. Stay safe and keep free.